What's good, YouTube? You already know who it is, man. It's your boy, man, Fit, and we are back to react to what's new on the tube, bro. We got a special video for y'all, man. A body cam banger, bro. It's been a minute since I've done that, bro. It feels good to be back reacting to the body cams, man. We got Dr. Insanity today. Evil husband records his terrifying act. Now, we actually just watched a video on Chilling Scares about how, like, people who are recording their last moments, like, I'll just reiterate the same message, bro. We always have to be grateful when we wake up and have another day to chase our goals, our dreams, and just live life, man. It's tough, man. You never know what can happen. But anyway, we gotta jump into this video, man. Before we jump into this video, man, you guys already know what I'm gonna tell you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, because you know we're only posting bangers, bro. Only posting bangers, man, and we're gonna keep turning it up, man. I appreciate you guys for 90 subscribers. Let's keep going, man. Road to 100. Let's see if we can get to 100 by the end of summer, bro. That'd be a dope goal to hit, man. But yeah, bro, I have no idea what to expect, bro. I'm a little rusty with the body cams, man, so we're just gonna jump into it.
I do.
I hope so. Dude, what the hell?
Yes, I do.
I want to pursue
What the hell?
5 hours. This abuse continued by the man you just saw,
Oh,
Keith
God.
Johansson, on his wife, Brandy, until finally
Bro.
he decides to do this.
I'll leave it here. Maybe one day you will.
Unfortunately, later that morning, Keith's wish would come true.
Wait.
Brandy was found dead with a gun next to her body.
Dude, nah, shut up.
What? Oh, God.
Shut up, just shut up.
What's going on?
I knew that something was wrong, that she had accidentally got shot, but I didn't know where.
Who do you think accidentally shot her?
Not me. Ourselves.
Hey, man, before this video continues, I'm not going to pause that much, but before this video continues, bro, I'm just going to say what I always say, man. You have to be careful who you settle down with, man. You can't just lay up with anybody, man. Some people are really freaking crazy, bro, and love is blind. So, like, when you get with someone, bro, you're going to, like, just naturally let some stuff go, bro. You have to be careful of the stuff that you let go, because you never know, like, what that stuff can lead to, you know what I'm saying? Like, as they get more and more comfortable, they're just gonna keep pushing the envelope if you keep letting it, you know what I'm saying?
And then I heard too much. I think outside.
At approximately 10:40 a.m. on April 7, 2018, deputies from the Flagler Sheriff's Office received a call from Keith Johansson, the husband of 25-year-old Brandy Chalenza.
Flagler County 911, where's your mention? I was in the shower, and I heard some gunshots. Okay. I think that my wife accidentally shot herself.
Okay, you applying pressure to that wound?
I can't see it. Listen, I got wood floors and I'm sliding. I don't want to risk hurting her or possibly one of the guns going off too.
By the time officers arrived at the scene, it was far too late for emergency personnel to do anything. Brandy was found shot dead in her bedroom with 2 9mm casings next to her.
Bro, that's
Out of the
so
2
wild.
bullets that struck her, one was a rubber bullet that struck the center of her chest, while the second bullet was real and went straight through her right breast. While the body was sent for an autopsy, officers need to find out what happened.
How do you take 2
and the
different
only
guns and
witness they
accidentally
have
shoot
is
yourself?
Keith, who breaks down into tears after hearing that he will never be able to see Brandy again.
You guys think he shot him?
Oh, God.
Or shot her?
Shut up, just shut up. Sure. But nobody would ever have done it when they did it.
At this point, we don't want to freak out anyone what's going on. Okay?
I'm just, like, confused, because I just want to know the story.
I don't know at this point. All right.
Yeah, that's tough, man.
Well, I don't know. That's what
There's no doubt.
Oh
There's
my.
no doubt.
Jesus.
However, officers need to identify whether these tears are just an act or genuine by questioning Keith further, and this is where he begins to muddy the water.
That's just like so weird that I was like the first thing he thought to say too. Like what?
talking.
Yeah, man, we got up. I took a shower. Just made a coffee.
Okay.
Yeah, once you guys took a shower, I heard boom, boom, boom. I got out. And she was laying on the floor with guns right next to her. I was like, no.
Okay.
So I called you guys immediately.
How long were you in the shower? Would you say?
Maybe 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Keith is insistent that he was in the shower when this happened, but the officers are skeptical.
Yeah. No.
Yo, WWWW cop right here, man. Off the rip, bro. Just noticing inconsistencies in this story, bro. It's just hair wet. Good call out.
How many
I
shots
fuck
did
with
you
that.
hear?
2.
Heard 2?
And I thought it was a balloon at first. Then I heard this secondary shot. And I ran out there and seen her laying there going, so I called you guys immediately.
Although probable, an accidental discharge resulting in 2 gunshot wounds was highly unlikely.
That's what I'm saying,
especially on
bro.
the chest in such close proximity to each other. If Brandy's death wasn't an unfortunate accident, then Keith is definitely a suspect, and how he acts next only credits this suspicion.
I'll take all of the gun. You gotta get rid of. Let me go get you. Gotta get rid of yours, everybody. No. I'll take. How soon can we get in the house?
At this point, we're still in the initial phases of everything.
It was strange that
Get rid
after
of him
having
is
a
crazy.
breakdown, he would request his father to get rid of the guns,
dude's
but this
stupid,
was only
man.
the start of a string of inconsistencies as the search of the home began immediately after Brandy's death. Firstly, an inspection of the washroom that Keith was showering in showed little to no signs of use. Not only that, but if Keith had really rushed out of the shower to help Brandy, there would have been water
I was
splashes
gonna
next
say
to the
water.
body.
Water would have been like all over the
Officers
house.
found almost no water close to Brandy, besides a few small splotches right outside
Dude,
the
this dude's
washroom
an
door.
idiot,
The
bro.
second piece of evidence
No
officers
way.
found were cameras littered throughout the home.
Bro, there's actually no fucking way. There's actually no fucking way this dude is that dumb, bro.
And there's a few other accidents as well, so.
These cameras covered almost every square inch of the home.
Bro, there's actually no way that we're only 5 minutes into this video, bro. Dude, this dude is actually the dumbest person I've ever met in my entire life, and I've only watched this video for 5 minutes, dude.
It was almost as if not a
I can't
moment
even
passed
believe
by
this.
without monitoring the movements of everyone in the house. However, this footage was not stored locally within the house. Rather, it was in the hands of
Shout out Arlo, bro.
company Arlo. This meant
That would have been a
it would take
crazy
time
sponsorship
before officers could
opportunity.
get their hands on the footage, as a warrant was required. Considering all the clues so far, he is brought in for questioning approximately 4 hours after Brandy's death. However, the first people to talk to Keith were not detectives, but a chaplain.
I can't wrap around why. Why she be taken? I mean, she's so young. We just got married not too long ago, less than a year. We're starting out our life in a brand new house. I just don't know. You know, I don't either. I can't wrap my head around it. And how are the sugars getting along? Perfect. I just can't, you know. Like, how am I gonna live without her? You know what I mean? How am I gonna go back to the house? I mean, those are all situations where God will give you the peace to be able to do that. I can't give me the strength.
But you just said he's not real.
And he is a God of strength. Because right now I'm kind of weak. Yeah. As you can imagine.
Bro, you a weak piece of shit is what you are, dude.
Bring peace and right.
Usually, the information given by a suspect to the clergy is not reliable. However, it does provide invaluable insight into how a suspect thinks and approaches a possible crime. Shortly after this, an interview with Keith is initiated in order to add more
How is he
context to the
shirtless,
mountain
bro?
of evidence being built against him.
I knew that something was wrong, that she had accidentally got shot, but I didn't know where.
Who do you think accidentally shot her?
Not me. Herself. I figured she was trying to, how it looked to me, she was maybe move them, or trying to move them, or I don't know. She could tell me.
If Brandy killed herself, there must have been a genuine reason why, and this reason can only be found if they get deeper insight into the relationship between
Bro,
the
this
two.
dude kind of looks like
Who do you
Travis
strive
Kelce, man.
for a relationship?
The best one that I had yet. I mean, she was everything that I wanted her to be.
Oh my gosh, man. This dude's everything that he's saying is just making him look worse, bro.
But
Everything I wanted her to be.
Well, yeah, she made breakfast. She had my back, you know, and that's very rare. I've had one bad relationship before, and that was nothing like this one.
Bro, I genuinely, like, bro, this dude is a narcissist in the most, like, simple form, bro. Like, 8 minutes into the video and I can tell that.
Kids, we did our thing.
I feel like you've been honest up to this point about your relationship with Brandy and about your love for Brandy. I mean, I can see it in your face.
It's in dark.
Yeah, how much you love her. And I can also
She
see,
loved me just.
Although Keith describes his family life as perfect, he fails to mention the kind of husband he was for Brandy. Keith controlled
Bro,
every
what
aspect
is
of
this
her
haircut?
life, all the way from her social circle to
What did
her
I just say, bro? Narcissist in his finest form, bro. Just crazy to me, man.
stability. Brandy was not allowed to have friends, not allowed to have a job, and was constantly manipulated by Keith. These habits of extreme control.
Bro, I'm sorry to pause again, bro, but, like, ladies, man. Like, come on, man. Like, bro, both genders, bro. Why do you put yourself through these kinds of things, man? You gotta realize your worth, dude. There's no reason to stay and suffer in a relationship like this, man. Bro, at the end of the day, you come first, man. I'm gonna keep preaching it, man. I'm gonna keep preaching it. You and your mental and your body, you come first, man.
Keith's severe distrust over Brandy's loyalty. Things had gotten so bad.
Bro, this
that
is
Keith installed
absolutely
cameras at
wild.
home to monitor
And
her
so
every single move.
Bro,
And
he
the
cooked
two's
himself.
relationship hit a low in a certain incident that Keith describes.
She had this online thing, you know what I mean, that she didn't know too. You know, I've been flirting online, but who cares?
What?
Do nothing basically.
Bro, this literally makes zero sense, dude. His priorities are all the way messed up, bro. Yes, dude. Talking online is still cheating, bro. What do you mean nothing physical, bro? This dude, like, has such backwards definitions, man.
It set off red flags for detectives, because if the couple was actively
hell is
cheating
this
on
photo?
each other, a homicide out of sheer spite and rage was highly likely. And there is only one witness who can confirm these suspicions: 6-year-old Ryland.
She went to the hospital. Oh, tell me about that. She was, my dad was in the shower, my mom was in her bedroom, and she accidentally shot herself. She had a little scream, and then I heard 2 gunshots. And I know it was nobody with her. It was just her.
did somebody tell you that?
Yeah.
I knew it, bro. I literally was gonna say something, bro. I'm sorry to stream, bro. Earbud warning, but I knew it, dude. I was like, bro, that does not sound like something a normal 6-year-old would say. And I knew nobody was with her, bro. Cooked, bro. Cooked.
Your dad told you that
Cooked,
nobody was
cooked,
with her, it was
cooked,
just
cooked,
her?
cooked.
Yeah, in her bedroom.
Thank you for telling me that. What else did you hear? I mean, you said you heard a little scream.
Yeah.
How did you feel when you heard mommy scream?
I felt sad.
It is likely that Keith tried to indoctrinate Ryland in order to repeat the side narrative once more, but with this confession of hearing screams, the puzzle pieces finally began fitting together as detectives confronted Keith once more.
As much as I want to believe that the guns fell and went off and shot her, what we have at the scene just doesn't show that. This is your opportunity to help yourself and to lay it all out for us.
Just
because
pathetic,
this is a
bro.
backstory. This isn't the story.
This is the story. And I'll get a lawyer and I will prove that this is the real story.
Okay.
Dude's
And
pathetic
you are
as hell.
completely entitled to that.
Ask Ryland.
We did ask him.
Hmm.
And you know what he told us? Do you want to know?
Yeah, because I was not. So,
He told us that he heard his mom scream.
I heard no screams at all. None.
Why would he make that up?
Ask him.
Is he a liar?
He has been on to television, yes.
Does he tell you on the regular that his mom screams in the
That's what I'm
bedroom?
saying. Like, why would he
No,
just
not-
lie
not
about that?
screaming, but he lies about a bunch of other different things. You can ask his real father, and he'll tell you that too.
Oh, I thought he was the
Clearly, the
father.
pressure has started mounting against Keith, forcing him to paint Ryland as a compulsive liar. This is when the female detective decides to take advantage of Keith's volatile
Lying on a
emotions
6-year-old
and make him
is
spill the
fucking
truth.
pathetic as hell,
I
man.
am not saying that you're a murderer. I am not saying that you're a bad person. But what I am saying is with my training, my experience, and the crime scene, the accident that you're laying out isn't the one that happened. Things
I feel
happen.
kind of offended.
I feel offended too, if we're going to go to that level.
I feel really offended that you guys can try to pin an accident on me.
At this point, Keith became extremely agitated with the female detective to the extent that she had to exit the room and let the male detective lead and begin a new line of questioning, one that confronts Keith about the excessive monitoring.
Are there any security cameras installed in your bedroom?
Not in the bedroom, no.
Not in the bedroom.
And the rest of them don't work. They're offline because the batteries are off. And I wish they would have been on because that would have been clarifying all of this.
I cannot even tell you the crazy that I've seen on surveillance cameras. At this point, until they're done with that scene, you just can't be free to leave. I can't let you leave until that time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I have my parents come here to talk to them?
Before his parents came in, detectives reviewed the body cam footage from first responders and came to a harrowing realization. The reason why Keith was feverishly scrolling on his phone was not that he wanted to call loved ones, but because he wanted to delete every single piece of footage recorded by the cameras
No
that day.
way, bro.
Keith knows that he slipped up,
He's
and
stupid
his
as shit,
secrets
bro.
would soon come to light.
He's genuinely
as even
stupid
his
as
own
hell.
father begins to question what really happened.
This dude's genuinely dumb as
I
hell.
didn't say you did, but you gotta be prepared for them to try to do that. The main thing I think is because it was 2 shots fired. I don't. I'm not saying you did or didn't. I don't know. I'm saying I don't get out of the shower. Well, that's kind of suspicious too. This is what you get for being honest. Well, maybe you're being honest. I'm not saying you are not. I mean, I'm sure you are, but you still have to understand.
Bro, his dad does not believe him for shit, man. That's tough, bro. I mean, the writing is on the wall, man. Like, dude,
Just saying.
he's killing me. His mannerisms are killing me.
Hold up to it. I would have by now. Well, I'm just telling you, if you did it, you hold up to it, it'd be better for you. But I didn't. Okay, I believe you. And if I did, I would have. I've been honest up to this point. I understand. I mean, but I don't want you to think I'm trying to blame Keith. I know. I'm talking you man to man because this is the time to do it. Sure. But I'm not going to.
Dude, W father, bro.
Unfortunately, Keith's parents.
Because, I mean,
do not
at that point, there's nothing you can do, man. Like, he made that choice, bro. Like, dude, you done everything you think, like, that was in your best, or that was in the kid's best interest, you know what I'm saying? Like, the father, like, he's there, he's present. It doesn't seem like, you know, he's a bad guy, that he was away for most of his life. Like, I don't know these guys, but I'm just saying, like, what I see on the surface, like, it seems like he's trying to reason with him, trying to get him to come forward. Like, you know, that's a stand-up thing to do, bro. As a man, take accountability. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of
Like,
man he really is.
I thought it was good
Because
advice.
once his mother walks in, she begins to cling to the hope that her son is not a murderer.
Who's an innocent? Why is he doing it? It's just like I said, just don't say anything to us. No more. Yeah, no more. You're just gonna have to. I lay on the table and put some. You're just doing your job, Keith. But I'm gonna go over a little bit, but it does seem suspicious. Sure, you will admit that. Sure, but I'm not gonna accuse of something I really didn't do. You don't have any choice about that. If they accuse you, they accuse you. You have no choice. Just keep your mouth shut and keep your mouth shut and save good spirits.
Even if Keith kept his mouth shut, it would not stop the secrets he is so desperately trying to hide from spilling over. Because after this interview, detectives received both the autopsy reports and the surveillance footage. The
What a
findings
dumbass,
in the
bro.
autopsy stated that although this could have been a suicide, the probability of someone shooting themselves twice was low. Additionally, the presence of methamphetamine was also found within Brandy's body. But these would not be the most important findings. By studying entry and exit wounds and damages to the surrounding area, medical examiners can easily determine the distance from which a bullet was fired. In this case, the second, real bullet was found to be fired from 3 feet away. Even if this was an accident, or at worst a self-inflicted death, Brandy could not have shot herself from this distance. Within the same time frame, the surveillance company, Arlo, also gave up the footage of the home between April 5th and April 7th, the day of the murder. And what the
Dude, this
officers
is
found
nuts as fuck.
was terrifying.
Yeah, this is crazy.
You don't care about me.
I do care.
In what way?
This dude's shooting up some fucking meth, dude. That's crazy.
You don't give a about me.
Yes, I do.
Face looks not. Because it's not worth nothing now. Not in my eyes.
Are you dead ass, bro?
My name, she is. Multiple times. And only a stupid, cheating, scumbag son of a. Yeah, that's a mistake.
Bro.
The wrong person, dude.
Brandy was unable to open up to friends and family about the kind of life she was living. In partner abuse situations, reluctance like this often stems from several factors: dependency, shame, and guilt. In Brandy's case, the dependency was produced by Keith on purpose when he made her quit her job. Brandy had no one else to rely on.
Literally just
The
manipulating, bro.
shame was because Brandy was afraid of how her own family would look at her, and the guilt because she had internalized Keith's psychological manipulation.
There's some
After she admitted
psychology
to having
reacts
an
for you
online
guys.
affair, Keith felt he had free rein to command her to do whatever he wanted by guilt
And
tripping
it just
her.
like that just goes back to what I was saying at the beginning, bro. Like if you just like let little things keep passing on, like people are just gonna keep pushing the envelope. Like it's just human nature to try and always get more, you know what I'm saying? So you have to really evaluate the situation that you're in and make the best decision for yourself, bro. Like at the end of the day, I will keep preaching. You have to think about yourself, man. Like, bro, nothing is worth this. Like, dude, you literally like lost your life, man. Like, it just sucks, man. It just sucks, bro. Like when people like depend on others for like validation, bro. Because you're not like you don't need other people's validation, bro. You're worth it, man.
Losing this incident, Brandy became consumed by guilt and would not speak out about anything Keith did,
This
even
shit's
if this meant he
crazy.
killed her.
Yeah, that's like this. I can't even imagine that. He said what?
I won't get out of here. Oh, you may make it up. I want to just pursue and be safe. God bless you, sir. Too many chances, man. Too many.
What's good with this dude?
Videos. I'd rather be in prison.
Dude, what?
You know what? I won't leave it here to haunt you. Maybe one day you will. You will. I didn't. You drove me to think about it, man. There's
This recording was from the evening of April 5th, 2 days before Brandy was killed. Tragically, this relentless abuse by Keith continued for 5 hours, non-stop. However, the worst was yet to come, because 2 days later, on April 7th, a hellish day would begin. At first, the day began as normal, with a religious couple knocking on the family's door to preach by 10:15 a.m.
your counsel? Are you okay?
I'm not again.
You're still young, right?
Yeah.
After a brief conversation, the couple leaves and Brandy returns to Ryland, talking to him and preparing breakfast.
But they asked me if you wanted me to visit him. I love you. Thank you.
But unbeknownst to this little child, this anticipation and excitement would turn into sheer terror. By 10:33 a.m., an argument breaks out between Keith and Brandy downstairs. To recoup, Brandy crouches into a corner for a while before following Keith upstairs. 4 minutes later, at 10:37 a.m., Keith is seen pacing around downstairs while on the phone with 911, contrary to his initial story of being in the shower. Moreover, he is also seen hiding something, which was later discovered to be amphetamine.
Oh my
It is unknown
gosh,
whether
bro.
the discovered in Brandy's system was taken willingly by her or whether it was forcefully given to her. Regardless, it does not change the fact that he killed his own wife in cold blood.
Yeah, that's fucking
Consequently,
horrible.
Keith went on to be charged with first-degree murder, but before the trial could begin, Keith claimed to be mentally ill in order to escape his fate. Although he was quickly declared competent to stand trial, this would only be the start of his insane claims to escape prosecution. Shortly after being charged and kept in a cell, he would make a call to his parents, where his father blatantly confronts him for his actions.
What did the lawyer have to say? You really want to know?
Yeah.
All I can say is with the charges you have, if it's no probation, then you're looking at 30 years max, 20 years minimum.
Jesus. Kidding me?
No. All I can say, Keith, is be honest.
I am. I didn't do it. Back in my mind's recollection, I didn't do this.
Well, you better start searching your mind and recollect one way or the other. Because if you keep saying you didn't do it and you did, you're in deep.
If this was not disgusting enough, Keith's next plan was blaming Ryland, his own 6-year-old stepson, for the murder.
What if it was him?
I don't know, Keith. But, he's a little boy.
Bro,
I know.
grown-ass man blaming a 6-year-old kid for killing his own mom, bro. You know how freaking pathetic you have to be this, like, sad of a man, bro?
Fortunately, such an absurd claim would not work for 3 whole years, the entire time he was awaiting trial. On October 26, 2021, Keith Johansson's trial began. This time around, his alibi would change once more, as his defense claimed that the entire situation was self-defense. In fact, Keith took the stand himself to explain exactly what had happened on the morning of April 7th.
I go out there, and she had a weapon in her hand, and, well, I grabbed my gun, the one that was in the box, and then she cocked and swung as I'm retreating, and another round I pulled off because she was pointing a loaded weapon at me.
For prosecutors, absurd statements like these would be easy to dismantle given the overwhelming amount of evidence. Prosecutors went on to show the jury every single second of the recordings obtained by police. Given that there were hours and hours of footage of Keith abusing Brandy, the jury were convinced who the real victim was in this situation. Consequently, it would take them less than 3 hours to come to a conclusion. Keith Johansson was given life in prison with the possibility of parole.
What a freaking bum, bro. Dude, good thing that, none of the mental health stuff, worked, bro. I'm glad that they saw right past, through that, man. That's pathetic as hell, man. Just a sad case overall, man. But, man, let me know what you guys think about that case in the comments, bro. It feels good to be, reacting to the body cams again, even though that was a tragic story. As always, let me know in the comments if you have any more videos that you want me to react to like this, man. I appreciate you guys tuning in. And yeah, I'll see you on the next video, man.